the crack, lads? Welcome back to the channel, and we are back straight after our live stream. We're just after finishing streaming, and we've got a lot of gameplay to sift through with Pirlo, with Puyol and Cafu. We did a giant pack opening. Yeah, our heart was nearly broke again, lads. We had to go super deep for Puyol. But again, this is all about kind of Pirlo. I think this pack, right? He is the pick of him. He's an absolute beast. I'm going to be showing you the best builds from skills, training guides, progression, how to actually get the most out of him. And I will be doing a dedicated gameplay, in-game review of probably Puyol and Pirlo. Pirlo mostly, he's probably the top pick, right? So we did have to go deep, but we do have a fully trained up with the booster on him. We've also given him skills, and I'm going to start with Puyol, right? So if you're looking for gameplay and stuff, we'll get to that in the dedicated videos as well, right? This is just a quick fire. These are the builds that if you're looking for the best builds, these are the ultimate ones. Let's start with Puyol, right? This is the build. 98 awareness, 99 tackle, 98 aggression, 95 defensive engagement. Absolutely insane. Speed 85, acceleration 85, kicking power 80. 89 heading is a small little bit of an issue. Doesn't go to that 90 threshold, but it's not a huge issue. 96 jumping and 93 physical contact with 82 stamina. Defending as his booster for the second one, with dueling, which he has off the rip. Now, we've also given him right back. If we want to switch him over into a 4, we can play a 4-man backline with Carlos Puyol as a right back. And he has the speed, he has the pace, he just doesn't have the stamina, so keep an eye on that if you are playing him right back. And no additional skills as of yet, but we don't really need him on Puyol, to be honest with you boys. Long ball expert as well as his play style, and this is the build, okay? So we're going to go for 0-0-0, starting with 7 into dexterity, 8 into lower body, 8 into aerial strength, 11 into defending, and 1 into goalkeeper 1. That's it. That's the build. Very simple. Very solid. Some people will say he's a bit too small. I honestly think he's brilliant, man. He's a really good card. Him and Cannavaro are really similar. They play very similar as well. So if you have Cannavaro and you're beasting him, you probably don't need Puyol, right? We're also going to take a look at Cafu. We'll leave Pirlo for a second because I have more to say on him. This Cafu, I think, is best suited in this formation, specifically a 3-5-2 or a modified 3-2-3-2, where you've got one fairly good striker and one all-round striker up front. We're not really playing Suarez, we were just testing him out. We were kind of playing Mbappe or Messi kind of have that 1-2 punch. Cafu to cross the ball in, Bale to be able to cut in or cross the ball in, or else we were switching this with Hazard to have one crosser. Cafu has got some nice skills for crossing, but he doesn't have great stats, right? He does have really nice skills here. The additional skills that we're training up for him here, we're going to give him soul control. He has blocker. We're going to give him soul control and interception. They're the two that we would like to give him, right? We don't have soul control at the moment, but we definitely want to give him interception. That's probably the one I think you need to give him if you are looking at making him pretty much any kind of part of your main team, right? There is other ways that you can train him or whatever, but we do have a lot of interception skills here, and we're just going to give him this interception here just to be able to get it onto him and just have a little bit of defense, because his defensive stats are okay, but it's more about his all-round play, similar to Roberto Carlos. Very solid card. We gave him the defending there as well of +1, and no skills other than what we gave him there. 8 into passing, 11 into dribbling, 6 into dexterity and 7 into lower body, with 6 into aerial and 8 into defending, 1 into goalkeeper 1. So yeah, Pirlo, and I think is probably the pick of him. Cafu's probably the least likely to make an impact on your starting 11. But I was finding him that he was being really good if I was using tight marking on him. If you wanted to go that route, tight marking or man marking, he'll do a job on you and just put it on a winger if you're using against a winger, if somebody's playing a 4-3-3. But it's all about Pirlo, lads. Honestly, man, the silky man. Now, I'm going to be very honest, lads. My favourite player at the moment to use before I got Pirlo in this CMF role was Xabi Alonso, right? He's here. Now, Xabi Alonso actually tracks quite well with Pirlo, right? If you look at him. Obviously, Alonso is a bit heavier and a bit bulkier, but I found that his positioning was brilliant. He's very similar to Pirlo, but Pirlo is just the next upgrade on him. That's the way I can describe it, right? He's got better stats in every single category, apart from ones that don't really matter. Defensively, he's better. Tackling, aggression, everything is pretty much better, man. And also, they both have unwavering form, but weak foot usage and weak foot accuracy is a huge play with Andrea Pirlo here. Like, Pirlo is just a beast, lads. Now, we've actually done a lot of work on this Pirlo, right? Sorry, I'll just go back into this. We've done a lot of work on this Pirlo, right? There's his build. That's his progression. This is the progression here that we've gone from 3, 6, 5, 8, 11, 5, 8. And then this is what we've given him. Agility as his extra booster. We've also trained him up here with knuckle shot, rising shot, first time shot, track back and blocker. So what's my reasoning behind this? Well, my reasoning behind this is that if I'm playing Pirlo beside Vieira, I essentially want Cafu and Vieira to go back and help out my three boys here. And Pirlo to be basically an attacking midfielder without being an attacking midfielder. Just kind of like a perfect fulcrum between Vieira and Hoynes. Or if we're playing somebody else in here, it doesn't really matter who we're using in here. If it's Iniesta, if it's Mateus, if it's Seedorf, it doesn't matter. We can put Pirlo in here in a centre midfield role as well. But I think this is the best build for him, man. You're hitting so many cool thresholds with him. His curl is brilliant. We don't even have 78. We've only 78 finishing on him, and he was still banging in unbelievable shots for me. Like, absolutely ridiculous shots for me. And, like, we don't have the gameplay fully shown, but watch this for a hit from Pirlo with this build. Like, it's just an absolute belter of a ball in, right? And that's all you really need from your cards as a centre midfielder to be able to score like that. And that's with this build. Like, it's only got 78 finishing, and you're saying, well, the skills overcompensate for that. Knuckle shot, rising shot. And of course, he's also got outside curler if you want to go with that range, or with the long range shooting. You can shoot from either foot. I think Pirlo, lads, definitely is up there now with, like, the ultimate pay to win cards. I was not expecting him to be as good over Xabi Alonso, but he is the next upgrade to that. So that is the build that we've gone for. Those are the skills that we've thrown on him. Those are the three boys. I will be back with a gameplay specific review of Pirlo to show you just why he's so good. Let me know if you want Cafu and Puyol. We'll definitely do Pirlo. We've loads of clips of him. For passing, open up the play, his movement, his dribbling. He's amazing, man. Him and Vieira are just such a fun tandem to work with, right? But that is it for me. Very quick video with the best builds. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.